Good morning everyone. Mabilis ang basa ng ating libro guys. Today is 13 December 2022, History of the Filipino People by Agoncillo and Guerrero. Nasa part 3 pa rin tayo, Reform and Revolution, topic number 9 na. Basa. Topic number 9, Bonifacio and The Katipunan. The failure of the reform movement was already evident as early as 1892 when Rizal was arrested and then banished to the Pitan. Yet the more hopeful among the middle class still hung on to the conviction that they could soften the heart of Mother Spain into granting the reforms demanded. It is for this reason that may nag-pop up si Twitter. It is for this reason that the reform movement continued for 4 more years, or until 1896 when the masses led by Andres Bonifacio were forced to take to the fold against the Spaniards. Andres Bonifacio, a man of scanty education but nevertheless highly intelligent, founded the Katipunan on the very night that the news of Rizal's deportation to the Bitan leaked out. Unlike the members of the middle class, Bonifacio and his plebeian associates did not dream for merry reforms. They were interested in liberating the country from the tyranny of the Spaniards, and the only way to their minds to accomplish their ends was to prepare the people for an armed conflict. Thus, the Katipunan was founded on a radical platform, namely to secure the independence and freedom of the Philippines by force of arms. The founding of the Katipunan. The news of Rizal's deportation shocked and surprised the people, for Rizal to them was the symbol of freedom. That night of July 7, 1892, Andres Bonifacio Valentin Diaz, Teodoro Plata, Ladislao Diwa, Diodato Arellano, and a few members met secretly at the house on Azcaraga, now Claro M. Recto Avenue, near Elcano Street, Tondo, and decided to form an association called Kataas-taasan, Kagalang-galang na Katipunan ng mga Anak ng Bayan, or Katipunan for short. The men gathered around a flickering table lamp, performed the ancient blood compact, and signed their membership papers with their own blood. It was agreed to win more members to the society by means of the triangle It was agreed to win more members to the society by means of the triangle method, in which an original member would take in two new members who did not know each other but knew only the original member who took them in. Thus, original member A, for instance, would take a new members B and C. Both B and C knew A, but B and C did not know each other. Also agreed upon during the meeting was the payment of an entrance fee of 1 real 25 centavos and a monthly due of a major real about 12 centavos. The Katipunan Objectives. Under the leadership of Bonifacio, the Katipunan laid down 3 fundamental objectives or aims: political, moral, and civic. The political objective consisted in working for the separation of the Philippines from Spain. The moral objective revolved around the teaching of good manners, hygiene, good morals, and attacking obscurantism, religious fanaticism, and weakness of character. The civic aim revolved around the principle of self-help and the defense of the poor and the oppressed. All members were urged to come to the aid of the sick comrades and their families, and in case of death, the society itself was to pay the funeral expenses. The purposes of economy, however, the society saw to it that the funeral was of the simplest kind, avoiding unnecessary expenses so common under the rule of the priors. The structure of the Katipunan. A study of the procedure and the structure of the Katipunan reveals that it was influenced by Masonry insofar as initiation rites were concerned, and by Rizal's La Liga Filipina as the organization. Huwag niyong pansinin yung tunog ng dyan ko dyan at inom lang ng tubig yan mamaya. Insofar as initiation rites were concerned, and by Rizal's La Liga Filipina as the organization. This is not surprising, for Bonifacio was a member of the Liga and was also a Mason, being affiliated with the Lodz Taliba. Structurally, the society had three governing bodies: the Katastasang Sanggunian or the Supreme Council, the Sangguniang Bayan or Provincial Council, and the Sangguniang Barangay or Balangay or Popular Council. The Katastasang Sanggunian was the highest governing body of the society and was composed of a president, a fiscal, a secretary, a treasurer, and a comptroller or interventor. The Sangguniang Bayan and the Sangguniang Barangay represented respectively the province and the municipality or town. Each of these had a council similar to that of the Supreme Council. The latter, together with the presidents of the two other councils, constituted the Katipunan Assembly. Judicial matters affecting the members of the society were referred to a sort of court known as Sangguniang Hukuman or Judicial Council. It sat as a court of justice to pass judgment on any member who violated the rules of the society or to mediate between quarreling brethren or factions. During its existence, the Judicial Council has not passed the death sentence on any member, but a secret chamber composed of Bonifacio, Jacinto, and Valenzuela sentenced some members to be expelled for having allegedly violated the secrets of the society. The triangle method of taking in members was so slow and clumsy that in October 1892, Bonifacio convened the original members and decided to change the method of recruiting members. It was agreed that any member of the society could take in as many new members as he could get. Under this new method, the membership of the society reached more than 100. Thereupon an election was held with the following as officers of the first Supreme Council: Judato Arellano, President or Supremo; Andres Bonifacio, Interventor or Comptroller; Ladislao Diwa, Fiscal; Teodoro Plata, Secretary; Valentin Diaz, Treasurer. In a meeting in February 1893, Bonifacio disgusted over Arellano's inaction, disposed him and put Roman Basa in his place as Supremo. The officers of the Second Supreme Council were Roman Basa, President or Supremo; Andres Bonifacio, Fiscal; Jose Toriano Santiago, Secretary; Vicente Molina, Treasurer; Brico Pantas, Restituto Javier; Teodoro Plata, Teodoro Gonzales; Ladislao Diwa, Councilor. When early in 1895, Bonifacio realized that Roman Basa was an ineffectual as Judato Arellano, he called a meeting of the society and promptly disposed Basa. The election resulted in the elevation of the following in the different offices: Andres Bonifacio, Supremo; Emilio Jacinto, Fiscal; Jose Toriano Santiago, Secretary; Vicente Molina, Treasurer; Pio Valenzuela, Physician; Pantaleon Torres, Aguido del Rosario, Doroteo Trinidad, Councilors. On December 31, 1895, another election to the Supreme Council was held with the following officers: Andres Bonifacio, Supremo or President; Pio Valenzuela, Fiscal and Physician; Emilio Jacinto, Secretary. Ilang beses sila nagpalit ng officers. Vicente Molina, Treasurer; Enrique Pacheco, Pantaleon Torres, Balbino Florentino, Francisco Carrion, Hermenegildo, paano ba ito basahin? Hermenegildo Reyes, Councilors. 8 months later, in August 1896, immediately before the discovery of the Katipunan, the fifth and last Supreme Council took its oath of office. Elected were Andres Bonifacio, Supremo; Emilio Jacinto, Secretary of State; Teodoro Plata, Secretary of War; Bricio Panta, Secretary of Justice; Aguido del Rosario, Secretary of Interior; Enrique Pacheco, Secretary of Finance. Immediately before the outbreak of the revolution, therefore, Bonifacio organized the Katipunan into a government revolving around a cabinet composed of men of his confidence. Kinds of membership. When the Katipunan had sufficiently expanded to include more than 100 new members in its ranks, Bonifacio thought it convenient to divide the members into 3 grades: the first, the second, and the third. And first grade was called Katipon, and wore a black hood in the meeting of the society. The hood had a triangle of white ribbon, inside of which were the letters Z, L, L, B. The Katipunan characters corresponding to the Roman A ng B, meaning anak ng bayan. Oh. Son of the people. The password of the Katipun. Son of the people, the password of the Katipun. The second grade, called Kawal, soldier, wore a green hood with a triangle consisting of white lines. At the 3 angles of the triangle were the letter Z, L, L, B. Suspended from the neck of the Kawal was a green ribbon with a medal at the end with the letter K in the ancient Tagalog script. Hindi ko alam paano yan i-explain. Ako lang nakakakita dito. Basta ano siya, guys, yung parang horizontal na letter H kung ano mo siya, kung i-vertical mo siya, letter H siya. Pero siyempre horizontal siya. Paano ba basta yun na yun. Appearing, kung may kapwa, yung kapwa ko may libro, makikita nyo naman to History of the Filipino People. Appearing in the middle of the medal, beneath the letter K, was a crossed sword and flag. The password was Gomburza, taken from the names of the 3 martyrs, Gomez, Burgos, and Zamora. The third grade, called Bayani, Patriot, wore a red mask. Ulit, guys, The third grade, called Bayani, Patriot, wore a red mask and saws the green border symbolizing courage and hope. The front of the mask had white borders that formed a triangle with 3 keys. Letter K, guys. Arranged as if occupying the angles of a triangle. Within a triangle, at the letter's base were the letters Z, L, L, B in a horizontal row. Thus, K, 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 Z, L, L, B. So, parang, alam niyo yung parang triangle siya, tapos, pero yung letter K, nag-iisang letter K sa taas, tapos 2 K sa ibaba, tapos yung sumunod na line is Z, L, L, B. The password was resolved. For the members to recognize each other in the street, the society adopted countersigns. A member meeting another member placed the palm of his right hand and the breast, and as he passed the other member, he closed his hand, bringing the index finger and the thumb together. Paano ba yan? Yung, imagine nyo, guys. A member meeting another member placed the palm of his right hand on the breast. As he passed the other member, he closed his hand, bringing the index finger and the thumb together. Index finger and thumb together. Okay. Basta yun na yun. The Katipunan could graduate to the Kawal class. So, ganun pala yung batian nila nung araw. Ilalagay yung kamay sa breast, and then as he passed the other member, he closed his hand, bringing the index finger and the thumb together. The Katipunan could graduate So, yun, imagine nyo na lang yun kung paano yung batian nila. The Katipunan could graduate to the Kawal class if he had brought several members into the society, while the Kawal could become a Bayani upon being elected an officer of the society. Tingnan ko lang po hanggang saan yung So, bukas na ito. Kasi mahaba-haba eh. Yung The Katipunan codes. Bye everyone. God bless.